CQ, this is W9GFO. Is anybody out there?
Other people need to see what I've seen. They need to see this is the way it's been done for billions of years. Small moves, small moves.
Hi. I think I figured out what to do. This is my original spawn point. Well, it's not the spawn point, but it's as close as we're getting. And I don't know if you remember, but I planted some crops. I still don't have potatoes, and I really want potatoes. My dog has come in. Here's me talking, and I put this here to try to keep the drowns off, but I don't know. My dog thinks I'm talking to her, so this is happening. Anyway, I spawned on top of that hill. So here's some of the work I've been doing here. Anyway, I figured out what I think I need to do with the channel. The algorithm is burying me. And now, Google is working with Israeli government surveillance stuff. And of course, Israeli government surveillance stuff is starting to be used here in the United States. So things are pretty bad. This is where I was originally sleeping. This is well, it's as tame as it gets. When you breed two adults and they have a baby, this is, yeah. So I added a thing, so I have, they come in different pride flags, but mostly this one. So I added, what is that called? A mod pack. These are all wolves from just around here. Been mossing stuff, so both pale moss and green moss. I don't know what green moss is called. Green moss, I guess. So, and then this is my murder hole. If a booger comes up, I can smash it in the feet. So I think what I need to do is, because, you know, the things with what's going on in the United States are really freaky. And they're real, and they're going to be impacting the entire globe, because that's how we do stuff. We can't just ruin our own lives. We have to ruin everybody else's. So Google's going to keep, I mean, Google owns YouTube. So YouTube is going to keep burying my, look at you. You spawned up here, didn't you? Huh. It's a naturalized pig. We used to have two fish, but what happened? I don't know. There's a little tiny waterfall, and I think the other fish jumped out of the waterfall. I have no idea. So I think I want to put a fireplace here. I was going to put horses in here, but I had no idea how small the space was. So, I mean, look, there's just one pig. Look how much space it takes up. It looks a lot bigger when you're building it, probably because it takes so much time. Also, I cheated the glass because I'm not near any beaches or anything. I've just been scraping sand off the sides of the riverbanks and stuff. And glass without silk touch is extremely wasteful. You can't break it without losing it. So it's not even worth it, really. Well, I should go out the back so you can see. So I'm not doing that. There is a cave that goes underneath the house to a geode, but it's not much to show off, really. Built this path out here. I'm trying to build everything so that pack animals can go on these paths. I'm in creative mode, and the mobs are turned off right now. I also have a texture pack that shows me where the powdered snow is, the stuff that can kill you. And it shows me, it's very obvious what suspicious gravel is, and suspicious sand, because those are very hard to see. This is a bridge going, I'll show you. There's the old bridge. See, I kind of finished it off. Trader Joe sold me some mangroves, so I grew those. He also sold me these pale oaks. The horses and cows and pigs and everybody used to be up here, but oh my gosh, it was so crowded. So we're not doing that anymore. And he sold me these blue orchids. That has a story to it, but I won't tell you right now. So I planted some mangroves because I like the vines hanging. And I put the posts all the way down in the water. It's a nice deep ravine. I just wanted to be able to see the bottom as I'm going through here. Been trying to catch zombie villagers when they spawn, and I threw this one all kinds of stuff. I threw it helmets and tools and blocks, and it wouldn't take anything, so it despawned, and I don't know what happened to this one, but that's been a bust. So this is kind of what it looks like now. I'd like to put a top on this house here and expand it out with wings going in both directions. I'm not sure why, because I have another place to do a lot of stuff. For one thing, we've got this over here. That was going to be a garden, but I changed my mind. So now I can get around the bottom of this. I don't know if it's an island or a peninsula or what, but... Oh, did I say Joe sold me jungle trees. So I'll show you that in a minute. Too many big holes, covered them in trapdoors. Looks like a trap to be. Yep, definitely a bee. I did cheat some extra bee houses so I can get started on honey. Because I wasn't getting any bee houses up here, and so I just finally said, heck with it. So that hole that you just saw with the stairs on it and stuff, that starts here, goes all the way to my spawn house, and I'll show you where it goes. So I think what I'm useful for is, I don't know how anybody else feels, but it's really easy to feel defeated and freaked out right now, because things are bad. I mean, and getting worse, getting a lot worse. I won't go into it. I'm sure you can read the news and stuff and know what's going on. Lots of horses spawn up on top of that hill. This is literally just cheese with a crust over it, this mountain. It's like, it's all caves. So I think the best thing I can do, the cow's been out there forever. The best thing I can do is stick with what I know. And that is that the main enemy of people who cause pain is joy and creativity and love and light. And it's easy to fall into despair under situations like this. Don't do it. Don't give the bastards a satisfaction kind of thing. So I think my purpose is to find ways that folks can be creative, that folks can resist by doing positive, useful stuff that improves morale, sneaky things that you can get away with without putting your whole family in jeopardy, you know, that kind of thing. So, and one thing that's just been coming across my Facebook feed, I know people laugh at Facebook, but it's a very useful tool for finding out stuff that you want to know more about. I think that should be over one more. Like, it's like a sampler of news, so that you can, I can go check it out and see if it has, what they're saying has any validity, if it's confirmed sources, if the science is good, that kind of thing. See, it's all cheese. It's just full of holes. So I get a lot of stuff from there, and a lot of it has to do with grandmothers. Older people who have done things in the past, like my generation and older, who have done things in the past that worked. And they are pragmatic, practical role models. That's a great place for a skeleton to shoot me, which is why I put all this here. I think I made it big enough for... No, I did not. Sorry, I have to break these out. I could be riding a donkey or a llama and get through here. Joe? What the heck? Joe! This is no place to be. Where's your other llama? What have you done? Hi. Are you homeless? You have a lead? Can I get ya? So they know how to do stuff. And of course they're being ignored by society because they know how to do stuff, right? Okay, he's killing them. Somehow. Oh, lava? I don't know. Let's hop up and go down and see. Well, he messed something up. Yeah, one of the llamas is dead. Okay, well, I better get this one then. Joe, what are you doing down there? Whatever. So I think that I've been finding these really interesting stories about grandmother role models. Not necessarily actual grandmothers, but elders who have done really useful, practical, imaginative, clever things. And I hesitate to use the word inspiration, but they've done things that can motivate people to just keep being alive, you know? So I think I have to go the other way, don't I? Yeah, I'm going away from stuff. I think I ought to tell you stories about these people and the things they've offered. This is a way to go out to the real world. We're too far. We're at the turnoff to go someplace else. I think I ought to do storytelling about these people and the things they've done that we can do to resist what's happening in real practical ways. I'm not talking about just like body painting butterflies or stuff like that. I'm talking about stuff that we can do that really resists what's going on and is actually going to make a difference in the long run. Now, who's going to survive this? I have no clue. And I'm pretty sure you don't either. Can you get out? Can you get out? Can you get out? Can you get out? Please come out. I'm trying not to dangle you in the lava, you know? That would be good. There you go. Can you get out? Are you out? No. Well, I'll punch a couple holes. Oh, this has got holes anyway. So I think that would be useful. As while I'm playing, I can tell you stories, you know? I think telling stories is a very useful part of Minecraft anyway. A lot of people do it. Won't be like I'm some sort of circus freak or something doing this, right? Are you out? There you go. Whoa. You gotta watch out, there's lava here. Well, not here. Okay, fine. So that would be a useful thing. And yeah, come up with ways to keep our morale up so that we feel like we're being useful. Not feel like it, but we really are being useful. And so that we, oh, I forgot to explain this. You see how there's water and lava falling through there and how it lights the cave up? Well, that waters these crops and keeps them warm. So all the water blocks that are falling through are covered with grass blocks. You can walk on them. And all the lava blocks are covered with slabs. I couldn't put a lava block right there because it's too close to the edge. But that's, so this is lava. And that's lava. It works really well, I think. Okay, now I need you to go somewhere. These are all llamas that Joe just lost them, you know. Attach. Okay. So I don't know what you think, but I think it's a pretty good plan. Alright, now let's see. If I get a chest. I've got extra leads I don't need, right? Yeah. 2 in there for emergency purposes. Some in there for not exactly emergency, but you know what I mean. Ooh, I'm keeping that because I've got some spider webs now, so I can make another bundle. Which to me seems really important. I would like to put a boat here in case I need to capture them. There's those. I've been getting fish off of Joe. So I'm hoping I can make a nice fish tank. He's also been selling me a lot of pufferfish. I got suspicious about that. I'm like, why pufferfish, you know? A lot of pufferfish. And then it turns out the new game drop for winter, we're going to have a nautilus. An underwater animal that you can ride. And so you feed it pufferfish. I don't know if it's to breed it or tame it or both. I need to see if how many pockets it's got. Only 3. Okay. That's off. So yeah, so we're gonna have pufferfish. We're gonna have a nautilus. It's gonna be kind of like Happy Gas, but for underwater. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me show you the rest. I can't. If I go out this way, I'll get lost. No, I won't. I'll do it this way. Okay. Now, another horse. Well, I might as well. I'm right here, right? I'll just leave it out here. I got no need for it, but why not? Just let him run around. I don't care about the mob count out here. There, thank you. Alright. So that's what I think I want to do. I want to, just do silly adventure stuff with my hybrid Minecraft. I'm not promising anything, but I may even, put the Bedrock equivalent of World Edit on here. Because I'd like to practice using that. Even though, being on a Bedrock appliance that's not a computer and whatnot, I cannot create, like, maps or texture packs or anything that I could, like, make available for download. That's driving me crazy, that little dark spot. Can I do anything about it? I can't do anything, but I can practice. You know what I mean? So you don't always have to be, hunting the bucks. Although I would like to earn a little money because, ouch, you know? I mean, I'm struggling to pay for dog food this month because I have a huge debt to pay off. Because I bought a little tiny motorcycle. It's 50cc. I can't get my truck fixed. I would like to, but I can't. There's not because I mean, I could put it on a credit card or whatever. I mean, I could pay for it. I mean, sacrifice is sort of what I do, right? This leaves out in case I need a tree to, like, make tools and stuff, okay? Whoops. It's, again, wide enough for animals. But I bought a little motorcycle and I'm paying it off. I've got to pay off $1,000 in 2 months. So this month is really going to be scary. I'm going to have, like, no money. No, none, you know? I got lucky. My friend Pat, she has, like, a SUV or something. I don't know what it's actually called, but I think it is. It's like a truck, but it's closed in the back. So she can't really haul anything big in the back because it's got a, you know, shell over the top. But it's got a trailer hitch. And what she will do is whenever I start running out of water, we coordinate. I pay her $50 to rent a U-Haul trailer. And she pays for her own gas. I'm really grateful. I kind of feel bad about it, but she pays for the gas to come out here. And she's got 200-gallon tanks. So what she will do is she'll put a tank in the back of the truck. Sometimes, too, if she feels like it. But she doesn't like carrying that much weight. She'll put a tank in her truck, come out and fill up my tanks. She'll do it 3 times, so I end up with a little over 600 gallons of water. Look what I found. I'm waiting for Silk Touch so I can mine it. See, this is a hybrid game. I try not to cheat just out of convenience, but I wanted to get through here quickly so you could see everything. And I put gates because I'm trying to keep these As you can tell, there's a village here. I'm trying to keep these villagers from falling down these holes because this mountain is also cheese, and it's a high mountain, so it's full of iron. Obviously, it's got emeralds. I don't think, according to Spawn Chunks, I do not think that it has a deep dark under it, but I'm not for sure. Spawn Chunks is having a hard time keeping up with me. So this is all just basically to keep the villagers from getting hurt. Because every once in a while they will wander around up here. But they got into a pickle somehow. I've got a animal pen that spawned with this village. They've been getting trapped in the animal pen. I finally figured it out. The staircase is too close to the fence. So they've just been hopping the fence. So that's a problem. What's this? I don't even... Oh, it's a house. Right, okay. So I put little houses down here. So they want to be here anyway. Might as well let them. And they're relatively protected. But see, this is very dangerous. This bridge goes across to... I decided I will live over here so that I don't spawn zombies when I've got the monsters on. And I've just been collecting llamas and tons of horses, and this area spawns tons of donkeys. I've got so many donkeys, and I will save every one, you know, because that's how I am. And I built a wall around it. There's goats, and I tried putting goats in, and these dang goats, I think they hop the trees, and then from the trees they hop the wall. So I don't know if there's any goats left in here or not. I don't think they despawned, because I kind of own these goats. You know, I tamed them and whatnot. So I think that's what I need to do is, if there's goats, they're out here, probably. I found one way down in one of these ravines. Look how deep that goes. It's kind of a shame there's not a dark, whatever it's called down here, but, I mean, I'm not exactly looking forward to one of those, you know, deep dark. And I certainly don't have the armor or anything for it right now. Look at this. There's a canyon in Arizona that does this. These pinnacles form. It's from erosion. It was all sandstone in the wind and rain and water, and there was a river going through it. Washed everything away except these pillars. It kind of reminds me of Canyon de Chelly, except that's all red sandstone and stuff. So this is the village. Oh, did you know this trick? What are you doing up here? Okay, what? Oh yeah, they can walk across. I forgot. If you put a haystack underneath a campfire, the smoke goes higher. I put that there just so I could pine stuff. With the fog and everything, it's still a little hard. See, right over here, they were jumping off of... Whoops. Well, that was silly. They were jumping off of this a staircase. Not really a staircase, but you know what I mean. And they were landing in the animal thing. And I ended up with about 10 villagers. I thought I didn't have any villagers. So I put them in boats. Sorry. No gas yet. I haven't found another portal. And again, I only have iron armor and just barely. And no enchantments yet because I haven't started working with these people. And I haven't been fishing. So that's going to have to wait. So I did cheat and drag them out of that pen and put them in boats. This dog is talking to me because the dog thinks I'm talking to her. So that when I'm ready, I can... Look, Joe sold me some drip leaf. Heh. So when I'm ready, I can start trading with them and stuff. I did do a thing. I like the landscape to look like the landscape. So I'm doing a thing because I want each villager in their own house, so I don't get confused. I always get confused who I'm trading with. So shoot. Well, heck, I'll go with that. So I started out with this one. I made trapdoors in the corners, and can I go down? Can I go down? So I'm building underground storage. See, there's already one down here. How nice. Did you fall in a hole you can't get out? Is that 2 blocks? It is. I don't know. Here. You're not stuck. So each villager will have their own house. And I can store all the things they want to trade with me under the house. And they will even have an outdoor place. They'll have a little fenced yard. Like this one will have this one, and that one over there will have that one. I've just started this project, so bear with me. So that I can keep the villagers kind of contained, but they can still kind of socialize and have some freedom. But I can remember who has what trades. I will probably even build signs, so I know this. This is right underneath my golem. And I don't know if this is going to be storage or I don't know. I just wanted to do it because any, like farms and whatnot, I would like to build them underground so they don't totally disrupt the biome. Joe sold me these, so I don't know why people don't like them. I think they're really beautiful. So we've got mangroves growing. See all these flowers and stuff? I don't want to disturb that. So yeah, I think my best guess, the algorithm's going to bury these. Hardly anybody's going to get to see them. Unless you guys pass them around and really like them and stuff. These are not going anywhere. People are not going to see my videos. Google has no vested interest in me. I'm not going to sell products, you know? So, unless I get really wildly popular and go viral for some, I don't know, weird reason that I can't think of, I don't think we're going to have much viewership. But the people who do come and view my content, I was hoping I could find some underground stuff, but I don't feel like going through all this. So the people who do view my content will have access to role models, resources when I come across them, tactics, strategies for how to survive this mess that we're in. I don't know what this does. Is it important? I think it's important that I put a torch. I wonder where it goes. Let's see. Let's see. I didn't know this was back here. Huh. Yeah, see, it's deep, too. It's really deep. I've been down a little bit deep, but I'm not ready. Break that. Can I get out now? Maybe. I came over here the first time, just, there was some iron over there at the end of the tunnel. So I'm in, I gotta do something. I gotta be somehow useful somehow. And Minecraft, I'm pretty good at it. I also have studied enough. I know a lot of the mechanics and stuff that maybe some newer players don't know. I study it all the time. Mostly because I'm so afraid with the mobs and everything. I study the game so I understand how it works, how mobs behave, how items work, little tips and tricks and traps and stuff you can do. See, I have way too many of these composters, way too many composters, and not enough other kinds of workstations. So that's one of the first things we're going to be doing. So, yeah, my poor villagers are all... We'll get it fixed. We will get it fixed. So that's what I'm up to. And, that's what this channel is going to be. This is probably really long. No, it's only 27 minutes. Oh, I also figured out I'm not using, I'm not downloading recording apps anymore. I've got one that helps me with editing this video when I'm done with it. But I have a screen recorder in my Android tablet that is recording the audio to the game and my microphone just fine. None of my other recording apps will record the Minecraft audio properly. Everything else, yes, I can record myself talking over YouTube videos and reels on Facebook and all kinds of media, but for some reason, I can't record audio, Minecraft audio, with this silly thing. Why are you doing that? That's not... Well, as long as it's happy. Eventually it's gonna... I keep zipping back and forth between chunks so much that neither one of these has turned into a statue. Which is one reason I wanted beads, because I want the wax so I can, I don't know, wax these things or something. I also want candles. I want candles everywhere. Everywhere there's torches, I want candles. Because I've never had that. That's one of those... Never had concrete, you know, concrete powder and stuff. Also, when this one turns into a statue, it's possible that my iron golem here will give it a flower. Put a flower in its little top knot that looks like but is not a lightning rod. I had to repair this golem. I think it fell down the hill because, I mean, look, ouch, you know. Oh, that's the other thing. Check this out. This is so cruel. I find villagers down here because, look, this is still part of the path. They still clock this as being part of where they should be. So they're coming down here and getting hurt. I hope I find a lush cave. Gee, that would be awesome. I would love a lush cave. There's so much cheese holes down here. It would be nice if there was a lush cave, right? Oh, it's nighttime. I have a hard time telling where the ceiling is. Okay, oh, by the way, I speed these up because I talk so slow. So if I sound a little funny, that's why it's not AI. That's the other thing. YouTube is adding AI to people's videos without their permission. Yeah, they're, like, making them better, which isn't making them better. They put, like, some guy did a recording of part of the Roseanne show, and he put eyeliner on John Goodman and white eyeshadow to make his eyes pop. Weird, creepy stuff, so, yeah. Oh, I want to show you one other thing. When I was trying to... This is a natural patch of snow. It's on both sides of the wall. When I was trying to put down pumpkins, they were turning into jack-o'-lanterns. So I got a whole lot of jack-o'-lanterns, but the problem is, of course, they melt in the rain. So does most of the trails they leave. But one of them, I was also planting trees out here, just the old-fashioned way. Just put a tree in the ground, put a pumpkin next to it, and put a carpet on top of the pumpkin so it's not quite so orangey. There's a tree out here somewhere. The tree sprouted while the jack-o'-lantern was underneath it, so the jack-o'-lantern got stuck in the leaves. Don't know where that is. I get lost out here all the time, you know. But yeah, I got stuck out here, so I think I have a permanent source of snow. This is it. See? So I planted a tree, planted a sapling, put a pumpkin underground, put a carpet on top. I'm not going to try to do this in creative because I'll end up killing the jack-o'-lantern. But yeah, the tree grew up around jack-o'-lantern, so it's stuck down there and it can't get rained on, so it can't die. So as long as I don't accidentally kill that tree, we ought to be good. I think. So I've got a permanent source of snow, and what you do is when you use a shovel, you get snowballs, which you can use as projectiles to throw at things. Like the Ender Dragon. I used to work, I don't know if it still does or not. And if you put 4 snowballs together, you get a block of snow. And snow is a beautiful thing to build out of. So just so you know. So as I come across stuff, I'll try to tell you, because I know a lot of you. I mean, the game is 15 years old, you know. I mean, I was an adult when I started playing it, but there was a guy that visited Hermitcraft who was 11 years old 14 years ago, you know. Now he's a big Twitch streamer and all that jazz, but he was on Hermitcraft as a guest, and I mean, there's Etho and B-Dubs, and he's fanboying all over the place and just squeaking and squealing. He was so funny. So there's a whole generation of people that are just now starting, and nobody's explaining the basics of the game anymore. You're just supposed to know it. Nobody's explaining a lot of stuff, like these add-ons that Minecraft is using and Hermitcraft. They don't explain how to do them or how they work, and there's absolutely no interest in Bedrock because these people play on Java. That's how they earn their living, so that's all they're interested in. See, all that storage that I dug out is all under here. So the pumpkins are in the ceiling and they're in the floor of the above ground. So that's where I'm at. There's another village not far from here, but and maybe it has a blacksmith or whatever. I should probably go explore it. Maybe connect the two together. My book, I've been keeping information. My book says where some stuff is. Yeah, that's my original horse spot. That's the other village, 271, 614. We are right now at 282, 312. That was the closest to the house. There's a skeleton spawner not far from here. There's a zombie spawner between this place and my other house. As you're going along that bridge and it goes over a ravine and water, there's a zombie spawner in a big cave over there. So I want to get that zombie spawner going too. And it should be far enough away it won't impact mobs spawning either here or back at my place, my spawn area. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep building stuff. Right now I'm building stuff out of blocks that I just come across without having to work hard. Or, you know, without mining deep or without going to the nether. I want to make sure I have better armor and stuff. I have good enough armor now I can go deeper. And I have been, because this is an iron-rich area, because it's a mountainy area, yeah, I have 64 and 6, so I can even make a anvil to repair stuff. That's why I want to go fishing, so I can get books. Use an anvil to put enchantments on weapons and stuff. And Joe's been selling me enchanted things. I've got a really good fortune thing. Unbreaking 3, fortune 2, efficiency 3. So I'm going to use that on some, you know, underground stuff. That's just unbreaking and efficiency. I have been using copper axes, and I do like them. They're really good, and they do have better durability than stone. Of course, it requires smelting, so you have the cost of the fuel and whatever. But with all these trees, and look at the size of that forest, that's all going to be thinned out. Because that's a mob farm, you know. I mean, creepers. Oh, this is going to be loaded with creepers when I turn the monsters on. So I've got tons of trees. I haven't planted any trees except the decorative ones I'm using. I'm saving the vines because with all this steep stuff, the vines are going to be real important on down there. Mitigate fall damage and stuff if the golem or livestock or villagers fall off. And, of course, I want to go fishing. And it looks like down there would be a really excellent place to go fishing. Because I did find that zombie spawner and I got me some string. So I think my job is to tell stories and to build and show ideas and to discuss some of the basic stuff of Minecraft. You know, they want to take our joy. Have you noticed how grumpy and nasty these people are? They're always angry. They're always insulting people. They're always threatening people. These are not happy people. These are not healthy people. So I think the best thing I can do is provide people with the permission and the space to experience some joy, because that is absolutely essential. They wouldn't be trying to destroy joy so much if it wasn't vitally important, you know? If we're happy, and I don't mean happy as in like drugged and diluted and not in touch with reality. I mean really happy. I mean living fulfilled lives. If we're living fulfilled lives, we'll fight to the death to keep it too, you know? So if we're just living off of fast food and stress, then we're always going to be sick and miserable. And so one of the best things we can do is to just feel joy. That way it's fun to make homemade french fries and, you know, stuff like that. It's great to get together with your friends and, I don't know, play Twister or watch a movie. And I'm cheating. I got to get out of here. This isn't right. This should not be lit up. So I think joy is really important. You know, I could build something up here. Just up here. I will climb up it Joe will not sell me any bamboo. I need lattices, but scaffolding, but oh look, more iron. He will not sell me any bamboo. And the nearest desert is very far away. I'm not going there. So if I don't find bamboo in a chest, or a shipwreck or something. Anyway, let me know what you think about what would you like me to do, and what kind of information would you like me to provide, and how can I be helpful? Because that's the whole point of this, is just being helpful. I can't offer much. Oh, I even got a mod that puts more C418 music. I believe this is the music that plays to warn you that nighttime is coming. That dog did not come from here. It came from that pass over where the zombies are. That on the road back to the spawn. So I brought that dog all the way over here while I was mining out the road. And so I gave it a purple collar so I can tell it from the other dogs. That's the only kinds of dogs I have, is these kind. I don't have any white ones, or of course I don't have any striped ones. You don't get those except in the savannah. Okay, do not lose heart. We will get through this. We will do this, and things will be even better. It's called the last dying gasps of the old way of doing things, and they're frantic. They're absolutely frantic. They're scared. They're ignorant. They're making silly mistakes. Silly, silly mistakes. Look up through the window. Can I make that happen some more? Not really, just barely. Hi. They're making really silly mistakes. They're desperate. They're doing really awful things. It's going to get a lot of them in trouble. After this is all over, they're going to be up on criminal charges. Also, there's going to be lawsuits. There already are. To get people their rights back. Don't give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Stick around people who are in the solution. Don't just go around these people, these despair mongers, talking about how awful things are. You got to be around people who are in the solution. Study the people in history who have actually made a difference and improved things. I got to get out of here. This video is 40 minutes long. Alright. You are alive. Wake up. I'd hug you, but my arms don't bend. Goodbye.
I will kill you.
Like, dislike, share, comment, subscribe, or the dog, get the